Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Castillejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey Gee.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. I'm Nick Adams.
I'm Anna.
Amy. And I'm Lacey Gee.
And what do you guys say we break down Say Don't Go?
Let's do it.
Track number 18 on 1989 Taylor's version. I was very surprised, I guess, to learn who co-wrote this song with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
A very legendary, prolific writer. Her name is Diane Warren. And I didn't know that until I looked it up this morning. But Diane Warren has been in the game for a long time. And if you go to her Wikipedia page, she's basically worked with every single huge named artist you can think of. Here's just a few. Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Beyonce, Barbra Streisand, Jessica Simpson, Selena, Aerosmith, the list goes on. And it's just like, whoa, this is cool.
Cher
is on the list. It's a huge list of people from all genres. And it's just like, hello, Hillary and Haley Duff? How could we forget about them?
Yeah.
So it was just very surprising piece of info that I found this morning.
So here's a little something on Diane Warren, who helped pen this song. First off, this shows clarity that she confirmed this song was written in 2013. She didn't know why it wasn't on it initially, why it didn't make the cut for 1989. But people have wondered, are these actual vault tracks or something that she's written since then and going to stick it on? But no, this was written then. And she said that she did it from scratch. She said it took a while to see the light of day, but I'm glad that it finally did. It's well worth the wait. And she said that Taylor Swift was very particular about how she said certain things while working on her lyrics, thinking about her listeners every step of the way. Diane said she's deeply aware of how her fans want to hear something. I can't explain it, but that's probably why she's the biggest fucking star in the world. That's what I'm quoting Diane from. So I just thought that was so cool.
Yeah, and then I saw that Taylor sent Diane like a really big bouquet of flowers when it came out. 1989 Taylor's version. When it came out.
I love it.
How thoughtful. She's still remembering. She's remembering to send Kelly Clarkson flowers and a cardigan. And Diane, I love you, Taylor.
And this song is produced with her buddy Jack Antonoff. Does anybody get the vibe of Clean when this song starts?
Absolutely.
Something about it, it's just the beat, bum, 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 bum. I don't know what it is, but it's like, at first when I heard it for the first time, I was like, is this Clean? No, it's not. It's a new song.
And I've heard a mashup with the two of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, I want to hear that. Later in the song, not just from the immediate Clean at the beginning, but towards the middle and end of the song, I get You're Losing Me vibes, just because of like the say, don't go, and like stop. You're and I've heard a mashup of those two as well, and I love that.
I feel bad for Taylor in this song.
Yeah.
I feel bad. She's in a relationship that isn't working out. She knows it, but she'll stay. She'll put in the effort to make it work.
Yeah, absolutely.
If that partner is willing to, but it doesn't look like it. And she's just kind of like yearning for that last little bit of hope in a relationship that is obviously going nowhere.
Yeah.
But don't feel bad for her, because eventually she gets clean.
True.
But in the context of this song, I did find this description that says, Say Don't Go paints a picture of emotional turmoil, including feelings of sadness, anxiety, and longing. The song encapsulates the desire for the other person to say, juxtaposed with the pain of feeling led on, ignored, and left behind. And I kind of feel like and maybe it's just because since we just broke down Speak Now, I almost feel like Say Don't Go is the sad, more realistic version of like Foolish One. You know, because you're in this relationship, situationship, whatever it is, you know this person's not going to give you back the love that you're giving them, but you're still willing to stay if they just tell you to, you know, but they won't. But yeah, I kind of feel like I get similar themes from Foolish One. I also feel like the way that the song sounds versus the lyrics, I compare it to like Forever Winter. It's like the Forever Winter of 1989 because it's like you listen to it in like full volume and you sing along and like, you know, now you na whatever, but the lyrics are like really sad.
Yeah, it's a dance song. It sounds like a dance song,
does.
but you got tears in your eyes and you're
Yeah, and when the day that 1989 came out, when we did our initial vault track rankings, I had Say Don't Go at number 1, and I think I remember saying like, this is like a top down, like you listen in the car with the top down, like whatever, and it's like, I think I said that before I actually listened to the lyrics, you know?
Sure. I do love how when the chorus hits, like you guys are saying, it builds up, it becomes a big song, but then the chorus, part of the chorus is almost restrained when it's the say, don't go. Like, I love how we want that momentum to keep going, and then it holds us back.
Yeah.
And I just like that.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
I also like how I'm interested to know when it comes to the vault songs, and if we ever get to interview Taylor, this is something I want to ask her, and we'll add it to our list of questions. But do you think that when she wrote the vault songs originally versus to when she recorded them now, do you think that they're in the same like note and like the same like melodies? I mean, yeah, maybe same lyrics, but kind of like what were the changes? Like, do you think that back then she had planned to sing it in such a low, you know, like
right? It was pretty low
from the very start. It's very Champagne Problems.
Is it over now when it's like, isn't it? When there's like the little echoey voice in the background, is it over now? Which song is
Are you
that?
singing Delicate?
No. What song is it when it's like, is it? I thought it's Is It Over Now? It sounds like the voice, one of her voices from Midnight's. And it's like, ooh, that's like a more modern spin that I'm used to hearing on the songs.
I don't think that she hit the deep voice until much later in her career, right?
Right. That's why I'm asking. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder when her and Diane originally wrote this song a decade ago.
She dropped it down a chord, or I don't know what the technical music
Right.
thing
An
is.
octave.
An octave. Thank you.
Yeah. I've known it from the very start. That's how she sings it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very Champagne Problems.
That's what I'm saying.
What's that one word on All Too Well 10-minute version that she just really gets down for every single time? I'd have to listen to it, but whenever I'm singing it, I have to do it like Taylor Swift, and I have to get down real low for that one word.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp.
Guys, we're getting there. Gonna be the end of the year soon. We've got the holidays coming up on us very, very quickly. How do you feel about the holidays? Is that something you look forward to? Is it something you get kind of bluesy about? Seasonal blues, maybe? I know me personally, I almost have the opposite. I get excited during the holidays, and then the blues hit me after because I'm around so many people and having so much fun with family, and then after I'm back to being alone again. So this time of year can be a lot, and it's natural to feel some sadness or anxiety about it. That's why we would like to encourage you to talk to our friends at BetterHelp. Adding something new to your life like therapy can help counteract some of those feelings. Therapy can be a bright spot amid all of the stress and change, something to look forward to make you feel grounded and to give you the tools to manage everything that you have going on.
Especially right now. I was recently talking to my therapist just about seasonal depression because I feel like most recently with the time change, like daylight savings hit me way harder this time around than it ever has. And I felt kind of weird about that, but turns out a lot of people have been feeling that way. But I wouldn't have known that if I didn't bring it up with my therapist.
I keep on accidentally waking up too early, and it makes me mad every morning. Stupid time change.
What I love about BetterHelp is that it is entirely online, and you can get therapy when you are able to. So no anxiety about trying to fit it in a busy schedule or a busy week or having to rush across town to sit in a waiting room. You can do it right from your own home. It is flexible. It is convenient.
Find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/TaylorSwiftFan today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TaylorSwiftFan.
So she starts off the first verse by saying, I've known it from the very start. We're a shot in the darkest dark. So this relationship didn't stand a chance to begin with.
Yeah. A shot in the dark.
Mm-hmm. But this is the darkest dark.
Right.
Oh no, I'm unarmed. The waiting is a sadness, fading into madness. Oh no,
Oh no.
It won't stop.
So it's basically just like, will this person ever love me the way that I love them? Because sometimes feels like they might, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But will they?
Yeah, and it's just a spiral downwards. No matter what happens, she can't save it. And I feel like this next line...
Mirror ball.
Yes, but it perfectly describes so much in her personal life that she sings about, in her professional life that she sings about. I'm standing on a tightrope alone, and I hold my breath a little bit longer, halfway out the door, but it won't close. I'm holding out hope for you. In so many situations that she sings about, she's like, I'm here all alone. I'm in this if you're in this. But at the end of the day, she's going to choose herself.
She's living for the hope of it all.
She is. And I just feel like that I'm standing on a tightrope alone, no matter if it's in her personal life with a relationship or in her professional life when people still, give her grief or she has to make her own personal business decisions and stuff like that. It's just like, I'm the only one here that's looking out for me. And I feel bad for her when she says that.
Yeah.
But she's halfway out the door, but it won't close. But she's the one who's holding the door open. She's the one blocking the door, refusing to let it shut.
But it's almost like if the other person would just go ahead and shut it, then she can move on. But they're also not shutting it.
Right.
That's true.
Good point.
That's very true.
I mean, that's basically what this whole song is. Like, she was like, you're
leading me on.
You're leading me on, but I would stay forever if you simply tell me, don't go.
Stay.
So it's like, I'm halfway out the door because you're leaving it open. Why don't you just close it and let me move on?
That's very true.
What an anxious line to say. I hold my breath a little bit longer. Like, all right, now what? Like, it's your move. I'm going to hold my breath for just a little bit longer. That gives me anxiety, hearing that line. And then she goes into the chorus, say, don't go. I would stay forever if you say, don't go. And then, boom. Why'd you have to lead me on? Why'd you have to twist the knife, walk away, and leave me bleeding? Bleeding.
That's when that's when it gets to like loud and like mad. But the lyrics are just so intense. But I'm glad that she does that because it is the lead up of like, if you say don't go, I'll stay. But then it's like, why'd you have to lead me on? Like, I think it's just like so in your face.
Right. Yeah, it's confrontational.
Yeah, I feel like she just went from sad to hanging on to just straight up mad, calling the other person out for leading her on and just hurting her.
And there's a difference between getting stabbed in the back and then someone sticking a knife in you and twisting it.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's like that's another level.
Yeah, you're right.
Why'd you whisper in the dark just to leave me in the night?
I love that lyric. That is just so Taylor Swift.
When you got a couple, they've got feelings for each other. You whisper these sweet nothings in each other's ears. You're building up hope. You're saying, this is going to go on forever. I see a future with you. I love where this relationship is going. So why'd you whisper that in the dark? And now you're leaving me in the night?
Yeah.
Come on.
And your silence has me screaming because I'm just so mad about this. And there's nothing worse than, in my opinion, there's nothing worse than feeling stupid. If someone's going to take advantage of me, then I feel stupid because I allowed that to happen. No, not realizing it was going to turn out that way. But, now I've wasted my time on you. And that's what she's saying here. Maybe not about the feeling stupid, but, the silence has me mad. Now I'm angry. You toyed with me long enough and you got to go through the emotions. It's almost like the grieving emotions.
Yeah. And it's also just that silence of like, the same sentiment of say something, babe, do something from you're losing me. It's like the fact that you're not telling me to just don't go, it's driving me crazy.
And then she goes into that part where it's kind of call and response. Say, don't. Go. I would stay forever if you say. Don't. I think we're all off.
Yeah. Okay, wait, you do the
don't.
regular and we'll do the backup.
I would stay forever if you say
Don't
go. Say.
At Taylor Swift, if you need some backup singers, I'm just saying we have been preparing.
We are available. Now I'm pacing on shaky ground.
Strike a match.
Right? She goes deep again, right?
Yeah.
She
And
does.
different than holy ground.
Yes.
Shaky ground.
Correct.
Ooh, yeah.
Strike a match, then you blow it out. Oh no, it's not fair. because you kiss me
and
it
stops time.
And I'm yours, but you're not mine.
It's like, what are we doing here?
It's
like,
one-sided.
Do you want me? Do you love me? Will you ever say anything? Will you ever do anything?
Because on my end, time has stopped.
Yeah.
On your end, time is going.
I'm yours, but you're not mine. That also just gives me August vibes.
Let me tell you how single I am. I'm so single that the line, I'm yours, but you're not mine, makes me sad and reminds me of my dogs, because my dogs are so excited whenever I get home. And it's like, I'm their everything, but then I have other things to do.
Aww.
So they're just sitting at home waiting for me. And then they're so excited whenever I'm home, and they're happy. And then I have to leave again. And it's like, I live my life for you, is what my dogs are thinking. And you can't even have the audacity to stay here and be with me.
You know what I think sometimes when I feel bad about leaving my dog's getting older. You know, I almost feel worse when I come home for just a second, but then I have to leave. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it better to just leave for 5 hours? Or is it better to leave for an hour and a half, come back because I forgot my wallet, and then just go straight back out to the car and like barely acknowledge
That does
her?
always feel terrible.
Wow.
Yeah. But I do like the line, because you kiss me and it stops time, and I'm yours, but you're not mine. That does hurt a lot.
Back to dogs. Maybe Taylor's onto something and cats just don't care what you're doing, and maybe we should all just switch to cats.
But maybe it's the opposite with cats, because you want them to love you so bad and they're just like, meh.
The cats are saying to us, go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Say go.
Yeah.
I'm standing on a sidewalk.
Alone.
I wait for you to drive by. I'm trying to see the cards that you
Won't show.
I'm about to fold unless you
Say. Don't.
Don't
Go.
go. I would stay forever if you say.
Don't. Wait.
Say.
Oh, sorry. I skipped that. I would stay forever if you say. Don't go.
It's okay, Nick. That wasn't embarrassing. We saw Taylor Swift just fumbled a little bit on champagne problems. I mean, it happens. We are out of practice. It's okay. It happens.
Great football reference, Lacey.
What?
Fumble.
You
said fumble.
I did say fumble.
You said fumble.
Nice.
I'm fluent in sports talk.
Oh, man.
And she goes back into the chorus at this point. Why'd you have to lead me on? Why'd you have to twist the knife, walk away, and leave me bleeding?
Every time that I am listening to this in the car, I always do like the hand motion of twisting the knife. Like I'm driving with one hand and twisting the knife with the other.
Why'd you whisper in the dark just to leave me in the night? Now your silence has me screaming.
Screaming.
Say.
Are we going to keep that going? Are we going to keep okay.
not
All
when
right.
Lacey wants to.
God.
We got it a couple times. Let's do it, Lacey.
It's because we just did it.
Huh? Yeah, we just did it. Just copy and paste what we just did.
And we're about to get to the best part of the song.
To the bridge. Why'd you have
Why'd
to?
you have to?
Great idea, Anna. I love it.
Why, Lacey?
There's fine. I
No, I did that on purpose.
want y'all to know that I love y'all. I love you all very, very much, but I don't need love reciprocated back because I have my dogs at home.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Why'd you have to?
Why'd you have to?
Make me want you.
Make me want you.
Why'd you have to give me nothing back? Why'd you have to
Make me love you.
I said I love you. You said
Say
nothing back.
nothing back.
So I am obsessed with that pause right after that. And then there's like a little silent pause. And then she goes back into the chorus because I feel like that's the pause where she's giving him that last final chance.
Oh.
Well, that
Right?
is silence because he's not saying it
Yeah,
back.
he's not saying
Right.
anything.
So it's like that silent pause between like, I said I love you. You said nothing back.
It hits
That's,
hard.
And it's
that's,
nothing.
that's your last chance. Are you going to say something? Say something. Are you going to? No? Nothing? Why'd you have to lead me on? Why'd you have to push the knife? You know,
it's
like,
really important.
I love it so much.
So I'm so single that whenever I hear the line, whenever I heard the line, I said I love you, you say nothing back. I immediately started thinking about our old group conversations whenever it was me, Amy, Anna, and Alicia. And if I always say I love you, and if someone wouldn't say it back, I would call them. And I'm like, did you forget to say something? To the point that it was annoying. Now I stopped because I don't want to force y'all to love me. I don't know if that's working. I have caught myself a couple times. I love you, bye. Hear nothing back. And I'm just like, okay.
Why'd you have to?
I'm not forcing it anymore. No. But that used to be kind of our joke. If you didn't say I love you back, I would make you say it back to me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a joke. It was a joke.
It's a joke. I'm not needy.
Yeah.
I'm not needy.
Not needy.
No.
It's a joke. So she goes back into singing the chorus that we've gone over.
But this time it's like louder,
yes,
angrier, more honest, more just therapeutic.
Almost more of like, at this point, she's done and she's hanging out with her girlfriends and they're all bashing this guy and they're singing this at the top of their lungs.
Yeah. Well, because then she ends it with like, but you won't.
But you won't.
Like, I'm done giving you. She already gave him that chance.
Nope.
During that pause, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't say anything, so it's like,
say
all
don't
right.
go. Say don't go. But you won't.
But you won't.
But you won't. I would stay forever if you say don't go. But you won't. But you won't.
So this is it.
But you won't.
So is it over now? Just kidding. Wrong song. I do love this song so much. It was my immediate favorite, and I feel like my ranking changes every single day with every single time I listen to a song. But man, this is just, the 1989 Vault is just so strong.
Mm-hmm.
So strong.
It is.
Someone said they can hear Your Love by The Outfield, which is, I don't want to lose your love tonight.
Great song.
I don't hear that, though, but there's a specific line. You know, I like my girls a little bit older. I hold my breath in a little longer. They're saying that those two lines kind of interchange in those songs. Someone else on Reddit said, entire song just kills me. The emotion in some of her phrasing and lyrics reminds me of something Stevie Nicks would do. And it sounds like Haim on backing vocals. Just so much 80s influence here. I hear Pat Benatar, The Outfield, the one-hit wonder that Shakespeare Sisters had called Stay. And there's so much going on. I swear I notice something different every time I listen to it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and someone else said, reminds me of The Labyrinth. Oh no, I'm falling in love. Mm-hmm. Say, don't. And someone else made a connection to Getaway Car, where a shot in the darkest dark seems related to We Never Had a Shotgun Shot in the Dark. So Getaway Car is her anthem, basically saying, you were my rebound. Did you really think this was going to work? And Say Don't Go is his story. Like, he was wanting her to stay, but it was all superficial for her. And then you've got, I'm standing on the sidewalk alone. I wait for you to drive by, but I'm trying to see the cards that you won't show. I'm about to fold unless you say don't go. And they said that was just another perspective. Not sure if it's accurate, but they think the song is so good.
I really wish that, I mean, I think it'll be really cool whenever she does this as a surprise song, but I wish it was just part of the set list. Like, I feel like this song should be performed in a stadium.
Yeah, it's big.
The people shouting back to her.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was kind of hoping that would happen, but I guess not.
Well, what would happen if you just call Taylor up?
Nice.
All right. I think that does it for this episode of 13 and Taylor Swift Fan Podcast. What did we miss? What's your favorite part of Say Don't Go? Let us know. You can contact us. All the ways to hit us up are in the description of this podcast. If you haven't already, subscribe. I don't know why you're not, but subscribe to us. And join us next time. We're going to break down Now That We Don't Talk.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.